Hey Bulldogs, let's see what's happening this week on Code Blue News. Joe talks with Senator Keenan about sports gambling. Kai shines a light on the HMHS softball team. Dell sits down with infamous Code Blue regular Aaron Colletti, and Malachi ends the show with a sneak peek at the school's musical. Now please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for a moment of silence. Thank you. Hey Bulldogs, let's see what's happening this week on Code Blue.
The guy who cuts the cameras and switches every so often, Vincent Tran.
Thanks for that flamboyant intro.
So we may not be drawing it immediately, but to start off the show, the theater program hosted a raffle, allowing students to purchase bracelets for the chance to win a free Beauty and the Beast ticket. We will pull the raffle at the end of the show.
Wouldn't raffles be considered gambling?
Don't make this about gambling. Speaking of gambling, though, there is a bill in the state Senate's hands right now that may sway the legality of sports betting in Massachusetts. There may be pros and cons to sports betting, and Joseph McLaughlin speaks with Senator Keenan about this topic.
With the conclusion of March Madness and the Kansas Jayhawks walking away as champions once again, one of the largest sports betting events for the casual sports fan comes to an end. According to Forbes.com, this year alone, 45 million Americans were expected to bet over $3.1 billion on the tournament. Yet none of these bets were made here in Massachusetts. That is because the Commonwealth is among 18 states in America that still have no legislation in place to legalize sports betting. In addition, every neighboring state around Massachusetts, besides Vermont, has sports betting legislation. Despite this, sports betting could be coming to Massachusetts sooner than we think. Currently, a bill rests in limbo within the Massachusetts State Senate to legalize sports betting. At the moment, Senator John Keenan is one of the state senators that would have to vote on the bill.
So the House of Representatives passed a sports wagering bill, and the Senate will act on it next. That's in terms of how the process normally works. So there's a real question of whether the Senate will take up the bill or not. It would legalize the betting on sporting events, and it would be done through various ways. Under our gambling laws in Massachusetts, we have different categories of licenses for a casino or secondary facility to a casino. This would basically set up three kind of categories where a casino would be allowed to have sports betting, where a track would be allowed to have sports betting, and then there'd be a third version which would be kind of electronic, all online sports betting access.
People's opinions on the matter do vary. Some believe that it should be legal since it could benefit the state by putting the people's betted money back into the state to fund things such as building projects or education. Other states surrounding Massachusetts that legalize sports betting are attracting Massachusetts people to go across the border to gamble, and their money goes to benefit those other states instead of their own. So it makes perfect sense to legalize it, right? Well, others believe that legalizing sports betting could lead to more people adopting gambling addictions, and others worry that sports books would be targeted towards the youth.
I am not a gambler. I worry about the addiction issues associated with gambling. I worry about, even short of addiction, young people being brought into the gambling situation and not having the resources or the means to do it, and perhaps getting in trouble financially as a result of it. Advertising is another area where the House bill that passed does have some language in there relative to advertising and targeting young people. I would want to see those provisions be made a little bit stronger. I don't want to see young people being targeted by the sports gambling industry.
These are strong arguments, and both are right in their own way. But one thing is clear. Betting is a serious matter and should not be taken lightly. To the majority of the people watching this who are under the age of 18, don't get caught up in any form of sportsbook betting, as it should not concern you, and it can cause serious problems for many if you were to try to sneak your way into it. For the rest of you adult seniors and faculty, Remember to bet responsibly. Set your limits and make sure you stick to them. Educate yourself in financial literacy. Do whatever you can to make your betting experience safer and more enjoyable. Reporting for Code Blue News, I'm Joseph McLaughlin.
Thanks, Joe. And in academic news, Grade 10 MCAS Bulldog Academy will take place on Tuesdays and Wednesdays in C132. Please see Mrs. Troya or Miss F if you have any questions.
Also, are you a middle schooler who needs help getting your homework done or help studying for an upcoming test? Maybe you need help revising an essay. Come to C132 on Thursdays from 2 to 3:15 for some tutoring and mentoring with a high schooler.
We all know you love hearing us talk about these each week. Talking about tests and homework and stuff like that is just fun.
True indeed, I suppose. Talking about tests, though, constantly may feel really dull. So let's wake up everyone with the sound of a perfect hit with our softball preview produced by Kai Forbes.
Flying first class up in the sky.
Good tough on dog.
Mary.
Spring is upon us, and you know what that means. Spring sports. The girls' softball team is excited to jump back into the swing of things after a long school year of waiting to get back on the field.
I'm most looking forward to playing the sport I love with a group of new people and being able to spend time with my friends.
I'm most looking forward to warmer weather and, getting to play with a new group of girls.
With the team composed of some younger players, the girls know it may take some time, but are ready to put in the work to make this their best season yet.
I think that this could be one of the best seasons Holbrook has seen because I think we're a strong group of girls, and we made it to the second round last year. Hopefully we can just make it farther this year.
I think this could be the best softball season that Holbrook's seen in a while because we have a lot of young, talented kids. And even though we've lost some older players, I think we'll be able to get past that and keep going further than we did last year.
The girls also agree there are things that not only their team can work on, but they can individually.
Our team can improve on more communication. We have a lot of new girls coming up, so just being able to bond with each other would be a big improvement for us.
I think we could all improve on our communication, and personally I think I could improve on my attitude on and off the field.
Overall, the girls' softball team is composed of a group of dedicated girls who are ready to play the sport they love and work to achieve a great season. This has been Kai Forbes with Code Blue News. Back to you in the studio.
Bulldogs on 3, 1, 2, 3, Bulldogs!
Thank you, Kai. We would like to take the moment to recognize the students of the month today. Here are the students. In grades 6, 7, and 8, we have Alive Maiko, Addison Varley, and Jake Lauterhan, respectively. For the Circle of Excellence, again from 6 to 8, we have Hunter Ventosi, Evan Versoy, and Finley Moore. Congratulations to everyone listed.
At this time, we would also like to honor members of the LGBTQ+ community. The National Day of Silence was created by GLSEN, the Gay, Lesbian, and Straight Education Network, to promote the silencing and erasure of LGBTQ+ youth at school. Almost 9 out of 10 youth have reported experiencing verbal harassment. Approximately a third of all LGBTQ youth have missed school due to feeling unsafe and uncomfortable.
To observe the National Day of Silence on Thursday, April 14th, we are taking a vow of silence. To get a pass for this vow, visit the table by the auditorium during lunch, Wednesday the 13th, or Thursday morning before school.
Moving on, in the wake of the softball preview being produced, we had another story being made. Although it isn't story exactly. Aaron Cullity has had many appearances and cameos on Code Blue, and by popular demand, he has his own little story being produced, though the energy within it feels a bit passive-aggressive.
Popular Friday show at HMHS Code Blue News would be nothing without one student. In their darkest of times, this one brave man stood up and helped the crew out. We are here to tell his story. On a very special segment, I sit down with the Code Blue News honorary member and my personal favorite interviewee, Aaron Cullity. Welcome, please have a seat.
I am sitting.
Okay. Well, tell me what it is like being a Code Blue family favorite.
I love it. It's so cool. Brianna's like my sister and Vincent's like my dad. You guys are just so cool.
Interesting. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, let's see a reel of all the times you were featured on the show.
A little. Please introduce yourself.
I'm Aaron.
Yeah, I'm Bridget.
You see, so
apple juice here. I think you should definitely bring her back. Dude, that's so kind.
That's so cute.
Very important global issue.
Very important that we honor our veterans.
Riveting.
Am I opening doors for possible future Code Blue segments?
Possibly. Now, may I ask how your senior year is going?
No.
What are you most looking forward to?
Graduating, obviously.
Right. Now, tell me something about yourself. Perhaps your hobbies?
Well, as you may know, I love making Google Forms, puzzles, playing Roblox, and riding horses.
I hear you're also in Beauty and the Beast.
Yes, I am. I play Lumiere, the candlestick.
Which you can see this Friday at 7 and Saturday at 2 and 7. Tickets are $12 for students and $15 for everyone else.
And you're in the show too, right?
Yes, I play Mrs. Potts, so it'll definitely be a great show.
We are just so talented.
Thank you. We have some messages from people around the school. Let's see.
Aaron is the coolest candle at Holbrook. And also the brightest bulb.
Who is that? Oh, Aaron Colony? Yeah. My overall thoughts on Aaron, he's pretty kind, very compassionate. He's so smart. We went to the corn maze and it was super muddy, so he took plastic bags and then put them around so his shoes wouldn't get dirty. So that's just the type of person he is. He's always on his toes and thinking. We've known each other forever. We have this awesome picture of us while we're at my 7th birthday party or something, and we were playing with the horses. Whenever I see Aaron, my day just brightens up. He's just super bubbly, and I just love him so much.
Wow, you guys are just so kind.
We hope to see more of you on the show in the future. This is all the time we have for today. Back to you.
I wasn't done.
Cut the cameras.
Ooh, you may say I'm a dreamer.
Thanks, Dallas. And Aaron, we hope to see less of you in the future.
I wasn't done, Vincent. I wasn't done. I wasn't done.
What are you doing? Get him off. Get him off.
Go. We sure hope to see less of you in the future indeed. Vincent was correct.
Anyways, prom tickets are on sale during lunch through Thursday, April 14th. Please see Miss F if you have any questions. Remember, your class dues must be paid in full to purchase a ticket. If you'd like to bring another guest from another school, please see Miss F or Mrs. Gagan for a permission slip.
If you aren't so sure about the ticket, check out this preview of the show by Malachi, and hopefully it'll make you stop by.
For the first time in 3 years, Holbrook High School Theater is back with their new play, Beauty and the Beast. And they've been working extra hard to make this play better than anything you've seen in years past.
I think it's gone pretty smoothly. We have kids, in this production we have kids that, from JFK that were also incorporated into the show, which is wonderful. It shows them what they can do when they get up here, when they get older. And I think it's even with that added, it's been pretty smooth.
I think the main thing for this show is that we haven't done a show in 3 years. So now we're back in business. We can, put on a production and not worry about restrictions or anything like that. It's a whole actually new group of kids that have never been involved in theater before that are now finding out that they really like it, whether they do crew or whether they are actually in the cast. And it's creating that whole new, every year we say, what are we going to do when the seniors graduate? And now we have a bunch of 6th graders and 7th graders who are happy to be in the show. So that's really cool.
Okay, so typically, now because it's Tech Week, so now we're going to be here at 5:30 rather than 6. And right when the cast gets here, they put on their costumes and their mic packs. And then we start for the first act right at 6, and we try and run it through all the way until the end of the show, which typically ends around 9. The difficult part about coming back to the theater is having everyone take it seriously, and everyone's goofing off, taking it as a club. But since it's a short amount of time, we really have to put our all into every single rehearsal. And this year's play has been a little harder, but in the last couple of weeks we've really been putting in the work, so I'm very excited for everyone to see the show this Friday and Saturday. So since I'm a senior, it's their last show, and they really deserve this, not having a show last year. So I'm really excited. The costumes look so good, and I'm just so excited to see them perform.
And it's exciting for them to know that they're going to be performing this, and it's exciting for us to see the kids get that opportunity. So that's what I would say, like, all their hard work is going to pay off, and it's going to be awesome. You don't know what you're in store for, how magical it is when you see the backdrops and the costumes and the kids that you would never think, you know, that you'd see on stage, singing and dancing and saying their lines, and the crew working as one cohesive unit to get things on and off, and backdrops up and down, and the sound, and all the components that make what makes a musical so special. And I think that you know, if you've never seen a musical before, you're in for a treat.
As soon as they step in through the doors, it's a whole different world. Between the beautiful costumes and props and the songs, you don't feel it, just like a pause from reality for a little bit.
This has been Malachi Desiree reporting for Code Blue News. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Malachi. Nick and I are going to absolutely love doing crew.
You actually like sitting in the booth? You should come down here and just experience the heat of the wings.
Nick, your opinion is showing again. Anyways, remember, the raffle we mentioned at the beginning of the show, well, we're going to reveal the winner right now. So quietly start snapping your fingers in anticipation for the winner.
All right, so we got the Beauty and the Beast drawing. Here we go.
Let's take a look. And the winner of the free Beauty and the Beast ticket is John J.
Congratulations, John, for winning. We also have another raffle, and it was the free prom raffle ticket that we've been talking about for a while now. You know, the one with the cupcakes, get 12 cupcakes, here's the winner. So yeah, here is the winner. We also have a note, and it says, the junior class would like to thank the staff, students, and friends and family members who purchased cupcakes. With their support, the class was able to raise over $1,000 to put towards prom, which is amazing. We would now like to select a winner of the prom ticket. Again, as I said, for every 12 cupcakes students sold, they earned one entry to win a free prom ticket. So with this unusually shaped canister, I'm now going to draw the winner. And the winner for the cupcake raffle is Savannah Souza. Congratulations on winning your free prom tickets.
Well, that wraps up this week's show. I'm Vincent Tran.
And I'm Nick Chaffee. See you next Friday. Thumbs up.